Hello friends, welcome to The Point. In this session, we are discussing about India's climate, vegetation and wildlife. We know that a weather is a day-to-day changes in the atmosphere and it includes changes in temperature, rainfall and sunshine. For example, it may be hot or cold, sunny or cloudy, windy or calm. You may have noticed that when it is hot continuously for several days, you don't need any warm clothing. And we also eat or drink cold things. In contrast, there are days together. You feel cold without woolen cloths when it is very windy and chilly. The major seasons recognized in India are cold weather season, that is winter season from December to February. And during the winter season, the sun's rays they do not fall directly in the region. As a result, the temperatures are quite low in northern India. Hot weather season, which is also called as summer season, which occurs from March to May. In the hot weather season, sun's rays falls more or less directly in the region. Temperature becomes very high. Hot and dry winds called lu blow during the day. Southwest monsoon season, which is also called as rainy season, occurs from June to September. This season is marked by the onset and advance of the monsoons. The wind blows from Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal towards the land. They carry moisture with them. When these winds they strike the mountain barriers, rainfall occurs. Season of retreating monsoon, which is also called as autumn season. This season usually occurs in October and November. The winds move back from the mainland to the Bay of Bengal, and this is a season of retreating monsoons. The southern parts of India, particularly Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh, they receive a rainfall in this season. The climate is about the average weather condition which have been measured over many years. The climate of India it has been broadly described as monsoon type. Monsoon is taken from the Arabic word mawsim, which means season. And due to India's location in the tropical region, most of the rain is brought by the monsoon winds. Agriculture in India it is dependent on rains. Good monsoon means adequate rain and bountiful crop. The climatic condition of any place it can be affected due to its location, altitude, distance from the sea and relief, and therefore we experience regional differences in the climate of India. Jaisalmer and Bikaner in the desert of Rajasthan are very hot, while Dras and Kargil in Jammu and Kashmir they are facing freezing cold. Coastal places like Mumbai and Kolkata they experience a moderate climate. They are neither too hot nor too cold. Being on the coast, these places are very humid. Mawsyndrome in Meghalaya, it receives the world's highest rainfall. Natural vegetation. Natural vegetation, it refers to a plant community which has grown naturally without human aid. They have been left undisturbed by the humans for a very long time, and thus cultivated crops and fruits, orchards form part of a vegetation but not natural vegetation. Temperature and humidity, it determines the character and extent of vegetation. The precipitation and soil also plays a major role in determining the degree of vegetation, and therefore various places in India have a various vegetation patterns. Vegetation of India, it can be divided into 5 types: tropical evergreen forest, tropical deciduous forest, thorny bushes, mountain vegetation and mangrove forest. Tropical rainforest, they are also called as tropical evergreen forest. They are present in the areas which receive heavy rainfall. This tropical rainforest, they are so dense that even sunlight does not reach the ground, and many species of the trees are found in this forest which shed their leaves at different times of the year. Therefore, they always appear green and they are called as evergreen forest. Important trees found in this forest are mahogany, ebony and rosewood. Andaman and Nicobar Islands, parts of northeastern states and a narrow stripe of western slope of the Western Ghats are the home to this forest. Tropical deciduous forest. It occurs in the region with heavy rainfall for part of the year, which is followed by the dry season. These forest formations are dense and lush during the wet summers, but they become dry landscape during the dry winters when most of the trees shed their leaves. Important trees of this forest are sal, teak, peepal, neem and sesame. They are found in Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Odisha and in parts of Maharashtra. Thorny bushes. A thorn forest, it consists primarily of small thorny trees that shed their leaves seasonally. This type of vegetation, it is found in dry areas of the country. The leaves are in the form of spines to reduce the loss of water. Cactus, khair, babul, kikar or important thorny bushes found in the states of Rajasthan, Punjab, Haryana, eastern slopes of Western Ghats and Gujarat. Mountain vegetation. It is found on the mountains at higher altitudes. This kind of vegetation, it differs according to the variation and increase in altitude. Trees at the higher altitude are conical and they form the coniferous forest. With increase in height, the temperature falls, and at a height between 1500 meters and 2500 meters, most of the trees are conical in shape. These trees are called as coniferous trees. Chir, pine and deodar are important trees of this forest. Mangrove forest. A mangrove is a shrub or a small tree that grows in coastal saline or brackish water. The term is also used for tropical coastal vegetation consisting of such spaces. Mangrove forest, they can survive in saline water and they are found mainly in Sundarbans in West Bengal and in Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Sundari is a well-known species of the trees in mangrove forest, after which Sundarbans have been named. Forests are very useful for us. They perform various functions. Plants release oxygen that we breathe and they absorb carbon dioxide. The roots of the plants, they bind the soil, thus they control soil erosion. Forests provide us with timber for furniture, fuel, firewood, fodder, medicinal plants and herbs, etc. Forests are the natural habitat of wildlife. Natural vegetation has been destroyed to a large extent because of the reckless cutting of trees. We should plant more trees and protect the existing ones and make people aware of the importance of trees. We can have special programs like Vanna Mahotsav to involve people in making our earth green. See you in the next session with some other interesting topic. Thank you.